Welcome back for another video. Today we're talking about the Giants at the Vikings, a sneaky good game on Christmas Eve. I really think this has the potential to be a very good game. And as I'm recording this, the Giants are currently playing the Commanders. The score of that game is 17-9 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. All right, so that game's kind of tight. Don't know how that's going to shake out. Either way, very important game for the Giants. Coming into this game with the Commanders, they're tied 7-5-1. The loser of this game is a 7 seed in the NFC. Whoever wins that game will be the 6 seed in the NFC. And then you go even further than that, you look at the 8 and 9 seed, both 7-7. So whatever the record the Giants are, this is going to be another very important game. If they want to get into the playoffs, they still control their own destiny. That's all these teams want to be able to do, is control their own destiny going into the postseason, and they can do that if they've beaten the Commanders, which again, at the current moment, as I'm recording this, they are up on the Commanders 17-9. And coming into this game, the Vikings have been vulnerable. Now, obviously, they just got the historic comeback against the Colts, 33-0 at halftime. They come back, get the largest comeback in NFL history, which as a Colts fan hurts my soul in a way. You know, at this point, I need the Colts to be a losing game so that we can have a high draft pick. So it was cool, kind of entertaining for a little while. We end up losing, but the Vikings came alive in the second half. And where people think they're vulnerable, what I think it is talking about the Colts, self-inflicted wounds. You know what I'm saying? That first half for the Vikings was just one mistake after another, after another, after another. And, those kinds of things will kill any team. It doesn't matter how good or bad you are. They just have to clean up mistakes. And they played mistake-free football in the second half, and they came out and put 39 points on the Colts. I think that second half score was 39-3, right? So the Vikings are for real. A lot of people saying they're frauds, and I understand what people are saying, especially, going down 33-0 to the Colts. But any team can look like frauds if you're making those kinds of mistakes. As long as they don't string those together, I expect them to be fine going forward. I still expect them to be, you are what your record says you are in the NFL. And right now, they are very freaking good. So, this game is all important for them. They're coming into this one 11-3. They're still a couple games back from the Eagles, but the Eagles are going to have to play the Cowboys this week. That's an important game. So with the possibility of the 1 seed still right there in front of the Vikings, I expect them to come in this game hungry. I expect them to come in this game cleaning up the mistakes that they were making last Saturday and play a really good game. But again, I think this has a chance to be a good game. And I think the Giants are going to come in here knowing that they control their destiny, the way that some of their rookies have come up and stepped up. Kayvon Thibodeau getting back into the lineup in the game against the Commanders. He had a fumble recovery for a touchdown, which was the Giants' first fumble recovery for a touchdown since 2020. Those kinds of impact plays change games. So again, I think this is going to be a great game with the Giants going into Minnesota. Weather not going to be a factor because they were playing inside, so you don't have to worry about that in Minnesota. But ultimately, I think the Vikings are able to pull this out. Even if this game's close, the Vikings win close games. That is what they do in 2022. I expect them to do the same in this game. Going to be another close one. I think the Giants will keep it within one score, possibly even just a field goal there at the end of the game. Vikings get it to win it. I'd love to know what you think is going to happen in this game. You let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think the score is going to be for this game. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you for the next video.